my name is Samantha and I am a Pilates instructor, and today we are going through a beginner core series. Let's get into it. So first we're going to come and lay on our back and we are going to practice some breathing. Feet are planted into the floor, knees are bent up if that feels comfortable for you. We're going to grab our hands and we're going to place our hands around our rib cage. Make sure your thumbs are behind, fingertips are forward. In Pilates, we want to think about laterally breathing outwards through the rib cage. So think of like an accordion that comes out and in. So that is how we want to breathe through the whole series when we're practicing Pilates. So take a big breath in through your nose and I want you to fill up the sides of your rib cage. And then as we exhale, we're going to feel that rib cage knit back together. We're going to do a few more of these. So again, in through the nose, pressing into your hands and your thumbs. And then as we exhale, we feel the rib cage deflate. A few more breaths, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Last one, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. First exercise, we're going to go for our single toe tap. So arms are going to come long down by your side and we're going to slightly imprint the spine. So if you're unsure what imprint means, that means we take a slight little tuck through the tailbone maybe, but we're thinking about just gently pressing the spine down into the mat. It's going to take any pressure on the lower back and might help with a little more engagement through the core. Once we have tucked our tailbone slightly, we're going to lift our legs into tabletop. Now with your tabletop legs, feet can either be in line with the knees or a little bit above if you get pressure through the lower back, but don't go below the knees. All right, so we're going to alternate those legs to lower to the floor. So we tap one toe down to the floor and lift it back up to tabletop. And we're going to breathe. So exhale out through the mouth, lower the toe. Inhale, lift it back to tabletop. Good. Thinking about breathing to the outsides of your rib cage as you lift. And feel the rib cage knit back together as we drop the toes. Everything else is staying really nice and still, so shoulders are down away from your ears. We're not starting to arch through the spine as we tap the toes down, so torso staying nice and steady. And you're just pressing your arms down into the floor to help support you. We're going to go 4 more. Final 2. And you can drop those feet and relax. Now you can do whatever feels good for you here. Maybe you want to pull the knees in towards the chest, or maybe you would prefer to just rock those knees side to side. Next round, we're going to practice our bird dog. So we're going to come back into that same position we were just in. So coming back into that neutral spine, if that felt good for you, bringing your legs into tabletop. Now, if you don't have the strength, you might want to keep the arms down for this one, or a little more challenge, we're bringing those arms up to the ceiling to do our full bird dog. So we're going to extend one leg away from you and pull it back into tabletop. The other leg we extend back to tabletop. If you're ready to add the arms, so when one leg extends, the opposite arm comes behind your head and we lift back up to center. We keep moving like this, so opposite arm and leg reaches back to center. We haven't forgotten about that breath, so exhale, reach. Inhale, center. Good. As we reach that leg away, point that toe. We're keeping that imprinted spine as well, so again, we're not arching through the back as we extend out. Everything is staying nice and steady and still through your powerhouse. Good, let's go 4 more. Final 2. Last one. And relax. Nice work. Take that release, whatever felt good for you after that last round. Next round is our curl ups. So knees are bent, feet are going to stay down on the floor. We place the hands behind the head. So to prepare, we take a big breath in through the nose, and as we exhale, we're going to lift the head and chest. Take that inhale, we drop back down. As you lift, feel your rib cage gliding down towards the floor or down towards your hips, and then lengthening out as we lower down. Make sure we're not pulling the elbows in towards the face to lift. So we're lifting from the chest, we're not pulling the hands into the head. As you lift, we should be looking to the tops of our knees, and then eye gaze comes back to the ceiling as we lower. Again, we've got that imprinted spine. So if that feels good for you, we've got that slight little tuck of the tailbone. Good. If you need a little more challenge, you could float your legs to tabletop. We keep moving like this. We've got 4 more. Legs are glued together if your feet are floating off the floor. Final 2. Last one. And relax. Nice work. Take that release. Maybe window wipe those knees or pull the knees in towards the chest. For the final round today, we're going to work into the obliques. So we're adding on from what we just did. So again, feet are on the floor, knees are bent. Take that slight little tuck of the tailbone and place your hands behind your head again. We're going to lift up through the head and chest. We now hold here. You're going to reach one arm across the body. Feel that shoulder blade lift off the floor while the other one presses down. Come back to center, keep the head and chest high. Then we relax the head and chest. So again, we curl up, hold. Reach the arm across the body. Feel the shoulder blade lift off the floor. Come back to center. We relax. With the breath, exhale, curl up, reach. Inhale, center, lower. Nice big breath out. Beautiful work. If you need a little more challenge, again, float those legs to tabletop. Make sure those knees are staying hovering over the hips. They're not rocking side to side as we lift. We've got 4 more. You can drop your feet down at any time. Final 2. Last one. And relax. Again, take that release, whatever that means for you. Thanks for joining me on today's beginner course series. I'll see you here next time and we'll work into a different part of the body. Well done.